Just taking a break from fishing here in the Pews in Montana, and I've got a new toy that I want to try out. I've used all of the other kinds of these mini stoves and the Primus, the MSR, and I really like what I've seen online and what I've heard about the Jetboils because of a few different functions, and I'll show that to you right now. I'm just gonna make a real easy backpacker's pantry freeze-dried meal. A lot of these are really good. There's some great companies out there now. You can go as organic as you want to. You can stick with the staple like Mountain House, but like Heather's Choice is a really excellent brand that uses all natural and ingredients and does a lot of different, more unique recipes. I'm kind of just a regular old three cheese mac and cheese kind of guy. I really like the PVC coated handles here. Pops right out. And another feature that I really love is this top piece, which has a mouthpiece on it that you can use for both pouring, and if you're making coffee in the backcountry, you can fill it, put that on the top, and then when you're drinking, not going to burn your mouth, which is huge because typically it's just this metal piece right here and it gets really hot. It also has this kind of colandered, these holes right here, which is terrific, so that when you've got the water in there, it's boiling. If you're making noodles or whatnot, you can just take and pour the water out, which is, and leave everything else in there. Seems super simple, but it's the only one I've seen that does that. On the inside right here, it has the canister base that you use to attach if you're on like kind of an uneven surface or whatnot, to put your power gas on. And another piece that I really like, and as it was something that drew me to this, is a lot of the cooking stoves, the backcountry cooking stoves that you see, has the receptacle and it's made simply to put that on. So you're only cooking basically just your pot on this. What they did with the MiniMo, and I think that they've done it for a while, but they've now included this with with all of their kits, is adding this attachment that can go on top of your burning element. It gives you the option to be able to use different pots, skillets, and be able to do something a little bit more significant when you're cooking other than just simply boiling water. Makes a big difference, I think. I also like this simmer control. It's not super sturdy, but given the fact that so many of these on the market don't, it's just fire it up, turn it, it cranks all the way up. This one actually gives you a lot of different settings, different options to be able to simmer, to boil, and to cook. Again, that's a big deal when you're cooking on something other than, just boiling water. So the other part that is great is I have had no issue with the ignition starter. On the other ones that I've used, Primus in particular, for whatever reason, I always had that kind of fail on me after a while. It would get hot, it would break off, and then you're out there and you're trying to light it in the wind. But with this one, as you see, you turn the gas, you press it, and it goes right away, which is excellent. Always make sure that you pour your water into your pot before you put it on top of the. I've made on top of the burner. I've made that mistake myself a couple of times, and it does not do fun things to the inside of the cup. So now what we're gonna do is see how long it takes us. And there we go. We got to a good solid boil in just under a minute and a half, which is excellent. My lid back on so that it gives me kind of the surface where I don't spill much. Looks like that needs a little bit of work. And that's it. Really simple to use, really easy, great in the wind because it's actually pretty breezy out here, but it had absolutely no issues. Certainly the most convenient one that I've used yet. and that's the MiniMo from Jetboil.